Hey, what is up, Coffee Nation? We got a new coffee holiday review. Trader Joe's Joe and Trader Joe's dark chocolate covered espresso beans. Now, I mainly went in for these, Coffee Nation, because I love some dark chocolate espresso beans, not like just to eat, because you can only eat so many because it's just a coffee bean. And then I saw it. Joe. So, this is supposed to be Trader Joe's budget coffee. Medium roast, 100% Arabica ground coffee, an exceptionally smooth cup of coffee from Trader Joe's Joe. So, when people say Joe, they do typically refer to like a cheaper coffee, It's a little informal, it doesn't have the origin or anything, it's just Joe. And the cost did reflect this. This didn't cost much more than just a bag at the grocery store, Coffee Nation. Its coffee prices have been through the roof, though, which is why I haven't been doing as many videos. But this one was affordable, so I wanted to review it today. So I got together my holiday pajamas, did a clean coffee pot with some baking soda, brewed it with some purified water and a little bit of salt. So now we can get our review in. So, without further ado, Trader Joe's Joe. Okay. So, it's not very rough, okay? It's mild. Got a nice roast, very soft on the palate. A good starter coffee. It's not too hard. Okay. It has some body, but not like a lot. But also, it's not like a rough cup of coffee. Now, as far as flavors, I'm not getting a whole lot. Okay, it's very middle of the road. It doesn't have, it just says smooth cup of coffee, and that's what I'm getting. Not a whole lot of body, not a whole lot of acidity. Um, it's softer, so it's not like there's a rough flavor punching out at you, Coffee Nation. Um, Once open, best kept in a cool, dry place. And nothing else to really say. I was a little shocked. Like, the thing, it has a beautiful aroma. It smells like a coffee shop. Honestly, that's how well this roast comes off. I have been treated to some coffees in the past that have had an aroma on the beans, but the coffee just doesn't deliver on a flavor. But this does. This does have a flavor. I guess it doesn't. It's roasted coffee. Okay, medium roast. It's soft. It doesn't have a lot of acidity. So I mean, it's just a wake up coffee, like an easy coffee to wake up to. Have around. Um, there's a little bit of an afternote. What is that? It's not like ash. Maybe like a little bit of smoke, but a subtle amount. Okay? Like subtle. Not like mescaline. Or not mescaline, mezcal smoky. Now, let's par it with one of these Trader Joe's coffee bean dipped in dark chocolate. Now, Immediately, it's a glossy chocolate. Okay, they do a pretty high quality product at Trader Joe's because people buy the chocolate dip stuff, and they don't have a registered bulk department. Sometimes when they're just sitting around in the bin, if the temperature's not regulated, this will start to get like chalky. And yeah, but these are all glossy. I obviously been snacking out of it a bit, Coffee Nation. Okay. So thick chocolate on a tiny espresso bean. They got a crunch, Coffee Nation. When eating the espresso bean, I've kind of learned the hard way that, you really got to chew it because the coffee grounds, they don't dissolve. Okay? So I got ground stuck in like my throat. I like inhaled and I was just coughing all night. Though the chocolate nice and thick, pars well with the bitter espresso bean, and yeah, I mean it's glossy. It's not like super super dark. I don't know. It's just maybe like a step under like a Hershey's Special Dark, where it's basically just sugar chocolate. Not too sweet either. A serving size is 16 pieces. Now, with a standard coffee, I mean, you're just eating the grounds at that point. How many beans goes into like an actual cup of coffee? Alright, but we'll part with some of their Joe. Mm. There goes real magic. The parring between the two. So, there definitely is a smokiness to it on a medium roast, and yeah, like smoked wood. The sweetness does help define it a bit better, but overall, I mean, as a cheap attempt at coffee, this is actually pretty good because I go to Great Value. Some of the grocery stores, they pitch a lot in the bag and then they just don't deliver. This one's pitching very little, and it's coming as a moderate coffee at a moderate price. And, it could be worse, Trader Joe's is cheap in general. Like, for the few things they do have, it's down. So, $10 for like a lifetime supply of these beans. I know it says you eat like 16 in a sitting, but I usually only eat like 2 or 3. It's enough. And then this coffee, which is a full bag of coffee, $6. It's not a bad buy. I definitely would recommend. And I would say about maybe like a 5 out of 7 on the coffee. Put it up to an 8 with the coffee beans. The coffee beans on their own are definitely a 5 out of 5. Probably the best version of chocolate dipped coffee beans you can get, Coffee Nation. So I urge you to try them out if you like this sort of thing. And always stay coffee.